Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too. And all in between. This is for the absolute, positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. If you watched anything I've stated in my previous videos, I state that an atom circuitry, right, is absolutely one more positive than all negativity that could destroy its shape, form, and mass to absolutely one negative nothing of it here and now. Even if you split an atom, okay, that atom only turns into more parts which are reabsorbed into bigger, better atoms, okay? Now, here's the thing that quantum physics has failed to understand, and string theory has failed to understand. Everything less than the absolute positive, bigger, better of the good truth of an atom, right, is only negatively less than that, okay? It's less than that in the quantum state. It's static, twisted, scattered, undefined energy of matter. And it's less than that in the physical state when stated less than one more positive to be good as truth. I mean, if you're not stating more positive, right, than you are negative, well, that's the neutral of nothing, okay? It's static, twisted, scattered, undefined energy of matter. And that energy always has a negative charge. And that charge is the decay and disintegration, the suffering, death, and bad way of all reality check of energy, of matter, of mankind to one neutral nothing. Okay, at the smallest Planck length of all existence, right? It's just a circuit of energy that is one more positive than all negativity. When this circuit of energy grows, right, it creates the quarks inside of protons and neutrons. The protons are two up quarks, two positive, more positive charged quarks, and the down quark, right? Two up quarks, one down quark. The down quark is a more negatively charged quark than the two positives. That's what makes it a proton, okay? Now, the neutron isn't neutral, okay? The atom isn't neutral. That neutron is always negatively deficient of being a proton. So it's got two down quarks, two negative down quarks, and one positive up quark, okay? But check this out. Both of these, for what they are, the proton and the neutron, are absolutely positively only here and now good as the truth of the internal circuitry of the atom, one more positive than all negativity of their circuitry, okay? Now, again, they are the neutral nothing. If you absorb what is negative charge, the static, twisted, scattered, undefined energy of time and space, okay? More negative than a positive, okay? Well, that's the good truth of nothing. And what happens is, instead of you progressing out more positive, right, as a protonic atom, good with your energy and action to the absolute bigger and better of you, right, you take this energy as a backfire, and through the neutron, right, it causes that neutron to mutate with energy, okay, either to a higher stated level, which it could turn into a proton, okay, and it'll cause, if it does, it causes the bond. Even though it turns into a proton, it causes the bond not to be able to hold because it's too much negative energy on the actual atom, okay? So even if it's more positively negatively charged and it turns into a proton, the neutron, it still affects the bonding matter of the atom because it's too overstimulated. And if it's not got enough stimulation because it's not a more projected energy of matter to the good truth of the shape, form, and mass it's expressing, right? It's in a state, it can't hold its bond to the bigger and better of the good truth of its matter being more positive than negative, the neutral or nothing. Okay? So again, the atom isn't neutral and the neutron isn't neutral. The neutron is always negatively deficient of a proton. And when you're not producing that energy out more positive, right? When you're taking on energy, like if you feel negativity, right, from the world around you, and you're not producing it more positive, well, that's no good ass truth of you, okay? And that energy is a backfire to them neutrons. And what you cause is for them to become slightly radioactive, okay, through the mutation of them either not having enough energy or becoming too energized, okay? And it's the decay and disintegration, it's the suffering and death, it's the black holes of all matter, right? To one nothing of the good truth of their shape, form, and mass, only being expressed here and now to the bigger and better of them, okay? Now, as far as string theory goes, this is not string theory. All of these are circuits of energy. Now, I will show you something. The state of one more positive from the inside out as a circuit of energy, right, is the absolute bigger, better of you here and now than all negativity, okay? But check me out. Not only that, the state of one more positive with your circuitry is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit, for everlasting peace, all will ever know or be. It's the state where all in body of matter, a shape, form, and mass is absolutely stated bigger and better here and now than all negativity. With all you see, hear, taste, touch, smell, say, and do. With the buildings, trees, you, me, everybody of everything. And it's the only state that all dimensions of time and space, right, can exist as matter to the absolute bigger and better of the here and now of them. And it's the only state, right, that all things, God, good ass truth, exist to the bigger and better of them here and now. Meaning, the good of you, right, is the God of you from the inside out. At 360 degrees, to stay good ass truth with the God of all you are, of all I am, is to only be absolutely the bigger, better of you here and now. More positive than all negativity. Preset to only add up good ass truth of the energy and the matter and the circuitry of your life. No matter what dimension of time and space to the reality check your circuitry ends up in. Because there is dimensions, right, to all things. But those dimensions are only circuits, okay? And those circuits are only negative and positive, right, to the absolute good truth of your shape, form, and mass. The neutral of nothing. That's how they will feel. That's how they are expressed in all creation of existence of matter to the reality check of mankind. And anywhere a circuit is more positive than negative, good to the truth of its matter, okay, it is the bigger and better of it here and now. And it is impossible for anything in all creation of existence, right, to be subtracting when they're adding up more positive than negative, good as truth, okay? So when you feel any and all negativity, only apply as a projection of an indestructible atom, right? Bonding out good with your matter as truth, right? With the good of God of you as truth, right? To the bigger and better of all negativity. And know, if you're not, you're only stated one way. Through faith, negatively deficient, applying to the neutron of you, okay? From the mind, through your body, to the world, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. On what to do to be good as truth, to be more positive than your negatives, man. And that, right, just like I told my son earlier, if you're not producing yourself more positive and good as truth, right, to the bigger and better of you here now, to the bigger and better of an atom, indestructible, right, to the bigger and better of that proton, producing it as energy of the matter of God of it, right, well, you're just static, twisted, scattered, blinded, undefined. You're immature with your matter, right? And until you figure it out, man, you're living to die. See, because I'm going to keep it real with you. If you're not always doing more positives than your negatives, always adding up good-ass truth to the absolute bigger and better of you, what are you doing? Where are you doing it? And know the reality check of it. When's it going to end? You hear me? It's all a bunch of static, twisted, scattered, undefined energy of matter, man. Just destroying you out. Only produce yourself more positive with your circuitry than all negativity. Only bond out good with the good God and truth of you as the thieving Holy Spirit, right? The energy of the God of all for everlasting peace I am, okay? To the bigger and better of all negativity of infinity I am. Matter, right, is produced through energy. E equals MC squared, okay? The more positive that energy is in a positive universe, right? How we know this is a positive universe? Again, we are here and now, bigger and better than all negativity that would not have us here and now, good as truth. Well, some of us, right? And if you can articulate that, right, then you can say to yourself in any state, right, what can I do to make this situation more positive? That will only add me up good as truth, right? Until all the negativity subtracts to one neutral nothing, and I can only be bigger and better for that. You see? Because all else is just the face of you running amok on you, a fallacy on you, man, in reality check. And it all started way back with Shiva and the Hindus, like I've spoken other videos. And it was all blind insanity of immature mind, man, wanting to take control of something they had no business, right, trying to regulate. And that is a fact of God check. That is God, truth, a reality check. Peace.